Hello, good morning, and welcome to Pharma Tutor Live for a webinar on how to crack GPAT. Uh, I hope you can hear me, right? Am I audible to all? Just write in a comment box, okay? And try to make it interactive this session, so everyone will get 100% out of these sessions, okay? So, see, Pharma Tutor is always committed to pharmacy fraternity, and we have many services under our umbrella, like providing job and news information, media solution for national international events, article publications, as well as providing latest information for projects, scholarship in the pharmacy field, out of which we are also committed to provide GPAT related information to pharmacy students. And we have various pharma quizzes as well as previous year's papers are available on our platform in free. And we are also provide GPAT online classes, study notes, test series, which are our premium products for a long period of time. And we understand that need of every pharmacy professionals, whether they are working in industry or students or faculties. And for the same purpose, today's webinar is organized. And this is our honor that this webinar is supported by Gujarat State Pharmacy Council. And let me inform you that Gujarat Pharmacy Council is actively participating in activities to uplift pharmacy professionals along with various states and PCI. Gujarat Pharmacy Council has started a drug information center, which received huge response in 1 year. You people may not aware, but Gujarat Pharmacy Council has drug information center where if you are asking any queries, any ADRs, any drug related information, so they are providing you back with the information. And Gujarat Pharmacy Council is also holding #1 rank in conducting refresher courses all over the India. Its services are fully functioning online. This is the India's, we can say, amongst the very first who have started all the services online, whether it's a registration or it's a renewal, all services are there for the online purpose. And Mr. Montu Patel, who is president of Gujarat State Pharmacy Council, is actually connected with us today. And very few are knowing that he is M.Pharm from LM College of Pharmacy, Ahmedabad, and he's also already submitted his PhD. He's also GPAT qualifier, and he became president of Gujarat State Pharmacy Council at a very young age, that is 25. He is also nominated member of Pharmacy Council of India, and Montu Patel received Pharma Ratna Award for Best Administrator at Delhi for his major contribution in the field of pharmacy for pharmacist upliftments. So with that, I am connecting you with Mr. Montu Patel. Hello, sir. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, sir. Please enlighten us with some talk. Okay, that will be really helpful for the students.
Okay. Good morning to all. Thank you so much, Pharma Tutor, Mr. Rajesh Wagh, and all Pharma Tutor team to arrange the webinar on how to crack GPAT in this pandemic situation. Thank you to all pharmacists all over India, like a B.Pharm student or undergraduate student who are not passing their B.Pharm. Thank you joining webinar like how to crack GPAT. Thank you for inviting me as a chief guest and give a chance for interaction with the pharmacist. Thank you, Pharma Tutor. This is an online platform to arrange such webinar in this global pandemic situation. So we can connect online and get a knowledge like a refresher course. Gujarat State Pharmacy Council arrange an online refresher course 2 days, and all over Gujarat pharmacists are joining by mobile, by laptop, or by computer, and they are easily upgrade their knowledge by the online platform. Pharmacists can also acquire knowledge through this webinar, as it is very necessary for a pharmacist to crack GPAT for a further study like M.Pharm. So thank you the pharmacy expert professor like Dr. Ashok Akbari, Mr. Sachin Kasare spread their knowledge to the cracking GPAT successfully and all over pharmacies. Thank you for joining this webinar and giving an opportunity for a chief guest to interact with you. अगर मैं बात करूँ ऑल ओवर इंडिया के जो फार्मेसी स्टूडेंट हैं बी फार्म के और बी फार्म पास आउट स्टूडेंट हैं, तो उनके मन में यही है कि जीपेट करने के बाद जीपेट क्वालिफाई तो होना ही पड़ेगा एम फार्म के लिए, क्योंकि उसमें पूरे बहुत सारे लोग मेंटली इस पेंडेमिक सिचुएशन में बहुत सारे लोग जो भी स्टूडेंट में है तो उनका मगज थोड़ा डिस्टर्ब भी है। सब लोग मान रहे हैं कि भी कॉलेज नहीं आना जाना वो सब बंद है, परंतु जो अभी फार्मा ट्यूटर ने जो अप्रोच किया है ऑनलाइन फार्मेसी का जो वेबिनार डेवलप करके हाउ टू क्रैक जीपेट, तो उसमें अपने को जितने भी फार्मासिस्ट है और जितने भी स्टूडेंट्स हैं उनको कैसे जीपेट क्रैक किया जाए, क्योंकि मैं भी एक स्टूडेंट रह चुका हूँ और मैंने भी एक क्रैक की है जीपेट। तो जीपेट में मैंने तो पूरी साल एक्चुअली क्या है, मैं मेरा खुद का एक्सपीरियंस शेयर करूँ तो मैंने तो कंटिन्यूस जो एजुकेशन था मेरा बी फार्म का वो पूरा मैं स्टडी में लगा दिया। फिर जीपेट के ठीक 2-3 महीने पहले ही मैंने सब कुछ तैयारियां शुरू की। मैं कभी कोई भी क्लासेस में भी नहीं गया हूँ और कोई भी वो भी नहीं किया, पर मैंने जो पास्ट जितने भी जीपेट के क्वेश्चन पेपर थे और उनके आंसर उसका मैंने स्टडी किया 3 महीने तक। और कैसे उसमें अपने पास आंसर तो रेडी, आप कोई भी ले लीजिए बुक तो उसमें आगे क्वेश्चन हो गए पीछे आंसर हो गए, तो उसका मैं पूरा स्टडी करता था कि कैसे भी चलो फर्स्ट फॉर, इसमें तो ऑप्शन होते ही केबीसी की तरह भी 4 ऑप्शन आपको दिए जाते हैं, तो उसमें से कौन सा सही है वही चुनने का है अपने को। तो मैंने एक कॉन्फिडेंस डेवलप किया कि भी चलो मैं खुद टिक कर लेता हूँ पहले कॉन्फिडेंसली, क्योंकि बहुत सारे लोगों को जो भी स्टूडेंट अवस्था में होते हैं बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट को उसका कॉन्फिडेंस थोड़ा वीक होता है। तो पहला जीपेट क्रैक करने के लिए मेरा एक सजेशन है, आपको फर्स्ट कॉन्फिडेंस डेवलप करना पड़ेगा कि मैं जो कर रहा हूँ वो सही कर रहा हूँ, और गलत आंसर को पहले सॉर्ट आउट कर लीजिए, फिर बाद में नियर टू सही आंसर के नज़दीक आइए। तो पहले जितने भी आपको टाइम लिमिट होती है जीपेट में तो पूरी पहले जो भी आंसर आते हैं वो पहले आप टिक कर लीजिए। जो कॉन्फिडेंसली डेवलप जो होता है वो पहले जितने भी आंसर पूरे क्वेश्चन पेपर में जितने भी आते हैं वो पहले टिक कर लीजिए, पहले सॉर्ट आउट कर लीजिए। फिर बाद में जो आपको 50-50 एक भी नहीं, चलो इसमें मुझे थोड़ा कंफ्यूजन है, उसको थोड़ा नेगेटिव निकाल दीजिए कि एक गलत है, पहले गलत आंसर को निकाल दीजिए। फिर आपको जो नहीं आता है उसमें थोड़ा रिस्क लेके आपको करना पड़ेगा, पर लेकिन ये सब करने के लिए आपको कॉन्फिडेंस डेवलप करना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि ये जारी जितने भी इतनी कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम होती है उसमें एक बहुत सारे लोगों का कॉन्फिडेंस वीक होने की वजह से सही आंसर भी वो गलत टिक कर लेते हैं। आपको सही आंसर तो पता ही होता है फिर भी आप गलत टिक कर लेते हो, फिर बाहर जाके पता चलता है कि यार सॉरी ये तो मुझे तो पता ही था यही आंसर था, तो मैंने जल्दबाजी में गलती कर दी। तो आपको पहले तो कॉन्फिडेंस डेवलप करना चाहिए, और कैसे भी आप जितने भी पास्ट 5 साल है 10 साल के जो भी जीपेट के आंसर सीट है क्वेश्चन पेपर है उनका स्टडी कीजिए पहले तो, और वो कॉन्फिडेंस डेवलप कीजिए। तो मेरा एक फार्मा ट्यूटर ने जो अभी वेबिनार हाउ टू क्रैक जीपेट एक अच्छा इनिशिएशन लिया है और वो लोग बहुत अच्छा काम भी कर रहे हो, किसी को जॉब दिलाने का जितनी भी रिक्रूटमेंट आती है वो भी वो रेगुलरली अपडेट करते हैं, और ये जितनी भी प्रोफेशनल एक्टिविटी होती है उसमें भी वो लोग हाईलाइट करके अपने फार्मेसी प्रोफेशन का कैसे डेवलपमेंट किया जाए वो भी करते हैं। तो ये नया इनिशिएशन है जीपेट क्रैश कोर्स जो फार्मा ट्यूटर ने शुरू किया है, उसमें भी आप ज्वाइन हुए और सारे दूसरे फार्म जो ज्वाइन नहीं हुए अभी उनको भी बताइए। तो अपने को जो भी फार्मेसी फील्ड का डेवलपमेंट के लिए जो भी काम कर रहा है फार्मा ट्यूटर संस्था है, ऐसी बहुत सारी संस्था है, तो उसको भी थोड़ा एक मिलेगा कि नहीं चलो फार्मेसी के स्टूडेंट ऐसे लोग ज्वाइन हो रहे हैं और हमको भी आगे डेवलपमेंट अच्छा करना चाहिए कि कैसे हम अच्छा फार्मासिस्ट के लिए कर पाए। तो ये पूरा अरेंजमेंट जो फार्मा ट्यूटर की टीम ने किया है, और स्पेशली मिस्टर राजेश वाघ जो बहुत एक्टिव और फार्मासिस्ट के लिए कुछ भी करने के लिए हमेशा रेडी रहते हैं. तो थैंक यू मिस्टर राजेश वाघ एंड ऑल फार्मा ट्यूटर टीम, and thank you to pharmacists to joining this webinar, and thank you to all over India pharmacy student जो लोगों ने ये इनिशिएशन फार्मा ट्यूटर ने किया है, पर उसमें ज्वाइन करके आप लोगों ने अच्छा पार्टिसिपेशन भी किया है. ऑल ओवर 3000 फार्मेसी लोग ज्वाइन हुए हैं. तो एक यही माध्यम है ऑनलाइन का, जो पेंडेमिक सिचुएशन ने अपने को सिखाया है कि कैसे भी करके स्ट्रगल करके भी उसका रास्ता निकाला है. तो वो भी एक इंडियंस की एक मेंटालिटी होती है कि कहीं पे भी पीछे नहीं हटते. तो फार्मासिस्ट भी पीछे हटने नहीं चाहिए, और हम सबको अच्छी तरह जीपेट क्वालिफाई हो, ऐसा मैं सबको शुभकामनाएं देता हूँ. और फार्मा ट्यूटर की टीम को भी शुभकामनाएं देता हूँ कि आपने अच्छा ये अरेंजमेंट किया है. और हैप्पी टू नवरात्रि भी. आप लोग नवरात्रि के समय में भी, अभी तो पूरा बंद है, पर फार्मा इस टाइम तो नवरात्रि हो नहीं पाएगी, पर आपने जो ऑनलाइन जो ऐसे पढ़ाई का जो भी है वो अच्छा किया है. तो थैंक यू फार्मा ट्यूटर, एंड थैंक यू टू ऑल ओवर फार्मासिस्ट टीम. गुजरात फार्मेसी काउंसिल का ड्रग इंफॉर्मेशन सेंटर भी है, उसमें भी आपको कुछ भी जीपेट में आपको हेल्प चाहिए उसका भी आप कांटेक्ट कर सकते हो. थैंक यू. जय हिंद, जय भारत. थैंक यू मिस्टर राजेश वाघ गिविंग मी अ अपॉर्चुनिटी एज अ चीफ गेस्ट. थैंक यू.
For giving us very informative things for the students, which is really helpful for them. Thank you very much, sir. So now we will move ahead with the session, which is we have organized tips and tricks for GPAT and crack GPAT in short time. Okay. So for this session is going to take by our faculties who are experienced in teaching for GPAT. So first session is going to take by Mr. Sachin Kushare sir, who is M.Pharm in pharmaceutics and already in process of PhD, working professional in formulation and development. And believe me, he's very much passionate to teach and guide novice pharmacists. He will guide you on tips and tricks for GPAT. So I'm welcoming Mr. Sachin sir. Morning, sir.
Good morning, Rajesh bhai. Good morning, everyone. Hope you are doing well in this pandemic situation. And I'm very thankful to Team Pharma Tutor Rajesh bhai for organizing such a wonderful session for aspiring GPAT students. Again, we can say that only 3 months or around 100 days they are there for preparing GPAT. As most of them they are aware that GPAT examination is always there at the end of January month. So considering that, I think only 100 days they are pending, and the motto of organizing this particular session is to give you tips and tricks that will help you to prepare for GPAT within this short span, right? So I will try to deliver many tips and tricks that will definitely help you for preparing GPAT in such a short span, right? Meanwhile, I will share my screen. So we are live now for this particular session. The title of topic is how to prepare GPAT. There is a question mark. Yes, this is a big question mark. Many people they seems it difficult. Many people they think it's simple, right? But again, if you do it in proper manner, it's logically a ace for preparation, right? So I will just brief the content that is there in these slides and how that will guide you for preparing GPAT. So what I targeted is what you will read, how you will read, from in which time you will deal with that, and again key books that can be used, how to prepare notes, and very important, how you will appear for MCQs. Again, these all individual topics, they can you can say like they do have their own span for discussion, right? But again, as we do have time limits, we will try to cover it in a short span, right? So let us dive into the topic. So first question, every person must ask the question that why we are doing, right? So the title is again there, how to prepare GPAT, and again the connection is there with the tips and trick. So before going to that, let me share that what exactly is GPAT and why you need to do GPAT. So I have considered that you people are watching this video as you are aware about GPAT, right? Still, if you are not aware, I'm going to tell you what exactly is GPAT. But first question that rises is why one should prepare for GPAT. So there are multiple reasons with the multiple personalities, right? So everyone has different thought for preparing GPAT. So some people they think that okay, with the GPAT preparation I will get the huge knowledge. Yes, that is the true, and that must be the first priority, and earning the knowledge. So what happens in your 4 years pharmacy career is we are focused there only to answer the questions, those they are coming in the examination, right? Our focus is not like earning the knowledge, right? So GPAT examination is there for testing this knowledge, or what we can say is nothing but aptitude, graduate pharmacy aptitude test. So this examination tests your aptitude, right? So you need to prepare your aptitude, and for this purpose this examination is there. And no doubt in like 4 years we are never preparing for this end. So again, I think that knowledge must be the first basis for preparing GPAT. Definitely, GPAT will add value to your knowledge, and that knowledge will definitely help you throughout your career, right? Second thing that is interrelated with this knowledge, and that is nothing but helping a good job, helping getting a good job. Yes, there is a direct connection of GPAT qualification criteria with getting a good salary package and good job. Everybody is seeking for a good education that has reason to live a very wonderful life ahead there in the future, right? So getting a good job, yes, GPAT is the reason. Nowadays many of pharmaceutical companies, they are offering the jobs on priority to the GPAT qualified students, right? So if you see in the requirement itself, they say that GPAT qualified students, they will be preferred. Again, there are few future career endeavors also, like your PhD. Nowadays PhD is also require GPAT qualified students, right? GPAT qualification criteria is there, where these students, they are, you can say, they get the pathway for bypass of PhD entrance test. So they need not require to appear for PhD entrance test. So this is again the case, right? If you prepare the GPAT, that scores remain valid for 3 years. You can do your M.Pharm and you can make use of this GPAT for your PhD education also. And another very important thing, this is one of the only branch available in the career opportunities after your B.Pharm that offers scholarships. So you can say it as fellowship that is offered by the government authorities, and that is 12,400 rupees per month. And let me tell you, soon it will get enhanced. I think it will go up to 18,000 in near future, because there will be a revision in these fellowships, right? So currently it is 12,400 rupees per month, and in near future it may get rise to bigger amount. So those few students, they are seeking for scholarships. This is the best way available to earn the scholarships from the government, right? So this is again one of the reason, and one of the best reason that is there is getting entry there into the best PG college, right? For getting entry there into institutes like NIPER, most of you might be aware that like NIPER is one of the topmost institute considered there for pharmacy education. So if you need to get an entry for NIPER examination, you need to pass first criteria, and that is nothing but qualifying GPAT. If you qualify GPAT, you can definitely appear for NIPER examination. In that entrance, you need to qualify, then you will get entry there into NIPER. Now, why NIPER or why premium institutes like ICT or your Manipal is there, BITS is there, DeepSAR is there, many other organizations, they are there, superior organizations. It is being directly like connected to your jobs, your salary packages you are getting. The students, those they are getting passed out from NIPERs, they are getting minimum package of 7 lakhs per annum at least. You can expect a package of 7 lakhs at least if you are passing out from the premium institute like NIPER, UICT, or any other premium institutes, right? So this is directly connected to your salaries. And nowadays people think that getting a good salary means a good life, right? So that is again up to us how we take it. But again, this is correlated. If you are getting entry there into a good farm PG college, definitely you will get a good salaries. And again, few people consider that okay, as you might be aware, that GPAT is the basic criteria for getting admitted there into M.Pharmacy course. If you must have non-zero scores, then you are eligible to get entered there into a M.Pharm course. So different thoughts and different opinions by different peoples. So I think this covers up why one should prepare for GPAT, right? So here onwards, my focus will be clearly there on why to prepare GPAT and how to prepare GPAT. So that's it. I have enlisted few key organizations. Those they are there like your Manipal is there, BITS is there, or entrances they are there. So GPAT and Hyper is one of the best way for getting entry there into M.Pharm course. So I have quoted here one thing, and that is very wonderful. I always utilize this particular thing in my life, and I suggest this thing to you people also, that every battle is won before it is fought. Sun Tzu, right? Sun Tzu, a Chinese philosopher, has quoted this particular thing, and that is very relevant. So now we are thinking that how to crack GPAT. We want to qualify the GPAT, and again we do have 100-day span, and we have to crack it in this predefined span. So for this battle, you need to prepare. So if you need to win this battle, you need to prepare for that battle before it comes, right? So this quote is very applicable for your GPAT preparation. You need to prepare strategies. So strategies, they are very important. Planning is very important, and not just the planning and strategies, the execution of that strategies and planning is very important, right? So let us move towards that. So for doing this, you need to ask multiple questions, and that I say is nothing but retrospection, right? So you just do a retrospection. Yes, I want to prepare for a GPAT, right? So you must ask few questions to yourself. Who is going to appear for GPAT? You. Who is going to qualify? You are going to qualify, right? And why you want to qualify GPAT? What will happen with that? When you are going to start preparation? What are the things that you need to prepare, and how you are going to prepare? Just sit, relax, and think that yes, how exactly you are going to deal with, right? So there are multiple questions there in your mind how it can be done. Yes, and for that purpose, you don't have to worry. Mehuna, I'm going to help you in that concern, that how exactly you need to plan and how you need to strategize and execute the things. We'll go step by step. Everything has a flow, and one must follow that flow, right? If you follow that flow, definitely you will succeed for your GPAT qualification criteria. It's not a big deal. Just let me tell you, it's very simple. It's not that much difficult you consider, but it needs like you can say dedication for preparing it. Though you do have 100 days, you can do a miracle, right? I even tell to my many of students that you don't have to worry. If you are planning it very well, even you can qualify in 1 month time, right? But that needs a very sound planning. You must have a backup of many things. In upcoming slides, I am definitely going to touch everything that is required. So before diving into the core topic, like let me brief you what exactly is the GPAT and why it is conducted. So it's nothing but graduate pharmacy aptitude test that is conducted by NTA, National Testing Agency. The eligibility that is like you must be a pharmacy graduate. Age limit is not applicable. Any pharmacy graduate can appear for that particular examination. It's very important for getting admissions there to M.Pharm as well as PhD, a non-zero score that is required. This exam is comprising of 125 questions, total 500 marks. Each question have four marks, and negative marking that is there if you attempt the question wrong. And for changing your life, you do have 180 minutes life changing minutes you can say life changing 180 minutes they are there. And exam is always there in the last week of January, probably on Sunday, and results they are coming out by your first week of February. So comparatively it's a very faster process. You are happening at the examination at the end of January last week, and in first week of February you get the results. But again, though you feel these things they are happening in very short span, the preparation needs a lot of time, right? So let us move ahead with this brief thing, why exactly what exactly GPAT is and why it is conducted. GPAT is the examination that helps government to sort out the peoples with aptitude, right? That's it. The motto of government is very clear. The students with the aptitude, good aptitude, they will be sorted out with the exam, with this particular exam. So the first thing with the battle, how we can qualify GPAT and what is the criteria for qualifying GPAT. So if you see the cutoff scores, like one must ask this question first, and how much marks they are required to qualify GPAT, right? Passing the exam, that is not a big deal. If you get 1 mark, you will just have a score, non-zero score, where you can get entry there into any M.Pharm institution, right? But how one will get qualified GPAT? What is the minimum score required? So if you see the chart of year and years, last few around 7 years, you can see 145, 125, 125, 115, 113, 115, 141, and 163. So last year it was the, you can say in last decade it is highest score 163. Now I have considered open category for this purpose. For different categories like or reservations, the cutoff score is different. But for like overall population, I'm considering open category cutoff. So it's there in front of you people, and you can easily say, like, if you consider highest score, that is 163, you can say like planning is very simple. Getting 163 score is not a big deal. Again, question rises, if it is not a big deal, why everyone is not getting that score? That has multiple factors, those they affect, right? Everyone behaves differently for examination, and because of this variation that is there, and because of that, very selected candidates they are getting qualified. So first thing you one must know that the cutoff, that is ranging from, you can say, 125 to 163, right? Let us consider it highest as 170, 170. So if it is like this, that one must get 170 score, if we'll divide it by 4, you will come to know that you just have to solve around 45 to 50 questions correctly. If you solve 40 to 50 questions correctly, there are the great chances that you will qualify GPAT examination. Now, one question that is again there, why this cutoff that varies every year? That has reason. Every year, quality of student that is different. Every year, quality of question paper that is different. Sometimes the question paper is very tough. Sometimes question paper is very simple, right? Sometimes, like you can say, there are other factors they can affect this cutoff, right? So number of appearing student is also equally important. And if you see the year by year, the amount of students those they are appearing for GPAT examination, it is also increasing. So if number is increasing, your competition is also increasing. Many people say that last year GPAT examination paper was very simple. I don't think that papers are simple or tough. It's all about the competition, and it's all about the race. The like persons, those they win the race, they win the race, and those they like keep behind, they keep themselves behind, right? So always remember, just strategize yourself. So first, your first target in this 100 days of preparing GPAT must be solving 50 correct questions. I repeat, keep this target in your mind, 50 correct questions. This is like very low target we are keeping, but like this will surely help you to qualify GPAT in wonderful manner. And again, this target you will always keep while solving full length mock test also. So try to at least solve 50 correct questions. 50 into 4, that is 200. Like that's a big deal. But if you are getting a 400 200 marks, there are definite chances that you will qualify the GPAT. For rankings, again, there are different strategies. I'm going to talk about that one also. So the first part of battle is like half of your battle will be won if there is the thing in your mind that how much least questions they must be correct. So 50 is the number that you must remember well. 50 correct question is the answer for half of the winning battle, right? So let us move ahead. What next? Now there are set of things you need to do, and if you do that, then definitely you will succeed for preparing GPAT in shorter span. So first thing first is your time management. Like I have said that you have 100 days span, you have to prepare in 100 days. So that is again a very important, how much time that is there. Now I think many of people's, they will come across their semester examinations and sessional examinations also. So you need to consider that time also. But grossly, if you consider, you do have only 100 days for preparing GPAT. So you need to plan these 100 days for preparing GPAT in shorter span, right? So definitely I'm there. I am going to help. Pharmaceutical family is there. That is also going to help you. And there are many things that can be done in shorter span. So time management is the first thing. Second thing, you must have all the study material that is required. Still, there might be a set of people's, they might not have study material. Their reason is always there that lockdown is going on and I don't have books. So this must not be a reason. Like if you search internet or even you are going there on the Pharma Tutor website, you will come to know that much of study material that is already there on websites. So you can get many things from the internet. Even few books, they are also there on available online. So one must not give the reason. Always have this habit. Don't give reasons. Just putting the reasons is not done, right? Just satisfy yourself with the proper answers, right? So study material that must be there with you, and planning is very important for like how you are going to plan 100 days. Which are the core subjects, which are the major, which are the minor subjects, or you can say priority subjects and least priority subjects. Just give bigger time span for priority subjects, some shorter span for minor subjects, and few other things those they are required. Practicing is also important. So that sort of planning is required. So you just plan. I'm going to tell you about planning also, how exactly you will plan. I do have one table that will help you for planning the things in rest of these 100 years. Scheduling is also important. One must have a fixed schedule. Don't do things haphazardly, right? You're doing it in the morning, you are doing it in evening, or in morning you are getting 3 hours, in evening you are getting 3 hours, and middle or something you are getting some time. So just schedule it, right? You are aware about your day-to-day schedule. So just plan it accordingly, schedule it, and do it in the schedule, right? Just stick to schedule. If you see many of bigger personalities in the field, or even in the India, you can see that their every minute is scheduled. So I don't insist you that you schedule a minute to minute thing, but at least you can schedule a day. Just schedule your things in smarter manner. So and stick to that. Nowadays various applications, they are also there, calendars they are there, or to-do lists they are there. They will definitely keep you reminding that you need to do this today, you need to do that today, as like that. Have your diary or have your notebook where you will keep writing all these things, right? So scheduling is important. Preparing your notes, now this is again a bias thing. We do have 100 days, and how you will withdraw the notes, and again drawing out the notes, that will also take a time, right? So for shorter span, I always suggest that you refer the books, and you can highlight the important key things there on the book itself. If you feel, you can write few important things there on the book, right? So it's not the time to write down the notes. But if you are prepared your own notes in your 4 years career, definitely you can use that notes, and that will definitely help you for GPAT preparation. And next thing is revision. Revision is must. I'm going to talk about revision also. You know the importance of revision and practicing. So let us see all these things one by one. So first thing that comes is time management for GPAT. So just drag out the time that is that you do have in your daily schedule. So don't give the reasons like I don't have time, I do have lectures, practicals. Nowadays in pandemic, you don't have this sort of things like lectures, practicals, journal, and that all. But again, you might have different priorities, right? But with balancing that priorities, try to extract some certain time, right? So for that purpose, just sit and plan that what exact amount of hours that is available to you, right? So I always suggest that at least 6 hours from a day that must be extracted. I think more than 6 hours you can extract if you are very dedicated. But 6 hours a day, that is like 100 into 600 hours will definitely lead you for a qualifying criteria. You can definitely qualify a GPAT if you have planned it very well and if you are extracting 6 hours daily for preparing GPAT in rest 100 days. So time management is very important. There is the flow, how exactly you are following it, right? If you are reading it in morning, you need to revise it in evening before going to sleep. So again, in revision part, I will emphasize on that also. So again, important thing is smart time plan, right? Micro planning, we say it like micro planning is necessary. Just plan your things in very wonderful manner. Don't see very bigger picture. Do small things that will lead you towards the success, right? So day planning, week planning, bi-weekly planning, monthly planning, that is important, right? So gross structure that must be there in your mind. So next slide that is there, that will tell you exactly about the planning of days. So time management for GPAT in upcoming 100 days, that must be as like this is my opinion. I have followed this and I suggest this to most of my students and they follow and they succeed. It's up to you how you plan, how you deviate the days, right? You know yourself very well. But if you are not done very much in case of GPAT, you can plan as like this. So in this table, you have been allocated with the days, like around 100 days they are planned. uh, so if we consider 45 days they are there, you can allot high priority subjects. Now, which are the high priority subjects? I will provide you the details of these high priority subjects in the study pattern, right? But in 45 days, high priority subjects, they must be finished. And these high priority subjects majorly include your pharmaceutics, pharmacology, medicinal chemistry, pharmaceutical analysis, and pharmacognosis core subject, right? So just start with the simple thing, simple subjects you feel. Now everyone feels simplicity as per their convenience. Few feel that pharmaceutics is easy for me. Few feel that it is difficult for me. Few people say that chemistry is simple for me. But I think pharmacology is the subject that is very near to everyone. So you can start with the pharmacology, then pharmaceutics, pharmaceutical analysis, and you can keep chemistry at the end. So it's up to you how you decide that plan. But just plan a simple subject first so that your interest will remain alive. You will feel happy while doing this thing. Always keep yourself happy. Keeping yourself happy is important. Not just doing thing is not a deal, right? Just make yourself happy. Feel happy. Yes, okay, very good, very good. You're doing well, you're doing well. Keep yourself happy. If you're doing in this pattern, then that's okay. It's not a big deal, right? Don't frustrate yourself by doing complication. Keep it simple, right? So start with a simple subject, then go move towards the difficult. And very important, revise. Revision is necessary. It's not like that we remember everything in the first reading itself, right? So if you keep it revising, what will happen? Your brain will remember it well. So first revision that is necessary. And I think last 15 days you must keep reserved for revising whatever you are done in 30 days. So 45 days fraction you can divide as 30 and 50. In 30 days you will finish all the major subjects, right? Now there is again a thing, how one can finish the major subjects in only 30 days. That also have a trick. I'm going to tell you about that, how one can finish this in very faster manner, right? Everything have like a pattern. If you follow that, you will definitely succeed. But 30 days for major subjects, and 15 days for revising whatever you are done. If you are skipping anything, you can read it. So in 45 days, just finish your major subjects. Now, if we finish this 45 days schedule, what will happen? You will definitely cross a qualifying criteria. If you are doing this very well, if you are doing utilizing 45 days very properly, you are surpassing qualifying criteria, that is 50 correct questions. You can definitely get at least 50 questions based on major subject. I repeat, If you do the stage 1 in proper manner, there are the greater chances that you will qualify. So this is the stage 1. If you finish it in 45 days, well done, good, go ahead. Then next 25 days span that is there, that includes your mid and low priority subjects like your pharmaceutical engineering is there, physical pharmacy is there, or microbiology is there. That sort of subject can be there in mid and low priority subjects. So try to finish this in that 25 days. Just have an overview of that subject. It's these subjects are not that much difficult. If you read it once, you can remember it well and you can answer whatever questions they are coming on these subjects. They are not that much tough. If you know it very well, you can answer it, right? Even some questions, they can be answered logically. Again, star is there every time. It's not like that every single question coming from this subject is simple, but most of the time it has been seen. Probability I am talking about, the most probable thing they are there. These are the subjects which do have the questions like they can be answered by anyone, right? So have overview of every topic, every subject that is there in mid and low priority. Do not skip any subject. You must touch every subject. If you are not getting time, try to at least have a look, but don't skip any subject. It is mandatory to read every subject, because every single question is important. If you are qualifying the exam, the next step is getting a good rank. If you want to achieve a good rank, again you need to appear for more correct questions. So any simple thing, any simple subject can help you in that connection. So don't skip anything. That is a major thing. Now, while reading this subject, a key things I can provide it to you is just read tables and figures. You will suppose take an example, pharmaceutical engineering, written by Subramaniam sir. So if you refer that book, you will find many tables, figures, and flowcharts. That itself, or some instruments they are there. That itself that can help you in remembering the thing, right? So table, figure, charts for this subject, they are very important. Sometimes some words they are written in bold, italics, as like that, or some things they are highlighted. Just remember that. Focus on these things, right? So in this 25 days, you just allot 20 days for finishing these like mid and low priority subjects, and then revise in last 5 days, right? Revision is must. Revise in last 5 days. So 25 as like that pattern is there. And in last 30 days, just reserve last 30 days for revision and practice. Revision and practice is very important. Unless and until you will challenge yourself, nothing will come out. I repeat, जितना ज्यादा प्रैक्टिस करोगे, आपका अल्टीमेट टारगेट क्या है? What your ultimate target is? You need to solve MCQs. You don't have to write. You don't have to do anything else. You don't have to fill in the blanks also, right? You have to solve MCQs where question is there and options they will be provided, right? You just have to solve MCQs. So while doing this battle, keep this thing in memory that you have to solve MCQs. There will be 4 options. You have to choose one correct options. Looking like in simplified way, you will say that out of 4, 1, that's okay, right? It's not that simple and it's not that much difficult also. But always remember, practice, practice, and practice, right? Remember this well. Revision and practice, they are very important things, and I have allotted 30 days for that. So do your second revision for major subjects, finish your major subject revision in that days, and parallelly you will solve MCQs related to the subject. So if you have subject wise MCQs, you can solve for subject wise MCQs also. Just don't solve MCQs. Find the answer. If you are wrong, find why you are wrong. Find the explanation of that answer. Why this answer is correct. Why not other options they are correct. What is the meaning of other options, right? So in last 30 days, develop your logic. Last 30 days, they are there for developing your logic and aptitude. Aptitude your will develop by reading itself, but making use of aptitude, I have reserved last 30 days for that, right? Then solve previous year paper, like since last 30 years, you can say GPAT papers, they are there. Refer previous year GPAT papers, solve them, read their explanations and all. Some books, they are already there in the market. GPAT companion by Inamdar madam, that is there. You can refer that for reading previous year GPAT papers. That is already there. So solve previous year GPAT papers, then try to solve full length mock test Like I think many full length mock tests, they are already there on Pharma Tutor website. You can appear for that. Again, they are going to make some test available in crash course and like on their online platform and app. So you can appear for that full length mock test also. So I suggest solving daily one mock test of 125 question is mandatory. Keep yourself in solving MCQs. Just keep tackling MCQs. You will definitely benefit it. It's my guarantee. If you solve multiple MCQs in 30 days, like keep target that at least two set of full length tests if you solve, definitely nobody can stop you from qualifying GPAT. That too with the background, right? So it is mandatory to do the practice, read relevant information that is there with the MCQs, study randomly. In case of GPAT examination, if you see, it's not like that pharmaceutics questions, they are one below one, pharmacology questions, they are one below one, they are all random. You will get first question from pharmaceutics, second from pharmacology, third from pharmacognosy. So this randomness is always there. You need to fire your mind accordingly. अभी pharmaceutics में तो बाद में कोलॉजी में जाना पड़ेगा, कोलॉजी से आपको केमिस्ट्री में आना पड़ेगा. So that randomness must be also there in your preparation. Just keep firing your mind. हमारे माइंड को जनरली आदत क्या होती है? Because you do it in your semester and sessional examinations. You write by flow and all. We never have habit to do the things randomly. Even exam भी होती है तो pharmaceutics की exam है, pharmacology की exam है. As like that, it is there. So always remember, do it randomly. And for doing this, you can do one thing. You can read indexes, those they are available. Just take a book. So suppose if you are referring Lachman, just open a book, go to index, and pick any term randomly and just revise yourself. That suppose modeling is the term. Just get that thing into your back of the mind. Okay, modeling is like this. Why this happens? What is the solution for this? What is the probable reason? And what will happen because of that? That's it. If you are remembering it well, very good. If not, just have that page number, go and read. Right? Do things randomly. It will help you a lot. Nobody is going to tell you this. I have like a set of things I have learned and I implemented this to students. As since last from 12 years, I am teaching students for GPAT preparation. I came to know that randomness is very important. So make your brain random in last 30 days. Now, study material, there are many questions. You must have GPAT syllabus, refer GPAT syllabus. Don't skip any point from your GPAT syllabus. Have previous year GPAT examinations. Gather your notes, those they are there with you for from last 4 years. Then it is best thing if you do have your notes, have own handwritten notes with you. Better, you can do a miracle. There is list of books that can be referred in next few slides. I have listed them. There must be a reading pattern, drawing out the notes and revision. I will talk about all of this one by one. So key tips for preparation and learning, like while you are reading, when you are preparing, there are a few things. You must have patience. Like everything needs time. उसको जितना टाइम चाहिए वो चीज को उतना टाइम देना ही चाहिए. So have patience. Do it by your own comfort. Don't do a mess. Right? Don't make yourself a mess. Right? Do it by patient manner and comfortable manner. That will definitely help you to learn happily. Then don't compare. What most of the time what happens is उसका इतना हो गया, उसका इतना हो गया, मेरा इतना ही हुआ, मेरा हुआ ही नहीं. Don't do any comparison. Just compare yourself with yourself. Don't compare yourself with others. Exam is for all. Everybody is going to appear for exam. You are also a part of it. So don't compare. Your place is already fixed. Don't worry. Right? Schedule the days as per subjects. We are going to talk about that. A very important keyword: learn, revise, practice. Learn, revise, practice. Read, revise, and after revision, just practice. If you do have MCQs, that is very good. Learn, revise, practice. An important keyword for remaining 100 days. Learn, revise, practice. This next point is very important. Think like a paper setters. Like what sort of questions can be asked? जिस बंदे को ये पता चल गया कि भाई एग्जामिनर क्या पूछने वाला है, वो बंदे की लाइफ इजी हो जाती है. So always think like a paper setters. How you'll come to know about the thought process of paper setters? Just go to previous year question papers that you are doing in your semester exams also. right? So just think like an examiner that what sort of questions can be asked. What are the things those can be asked in GPAT examination? So that is must. While reading, this focus must be there, because you do have limited span. I am saying this. Actually, I am not very far for this, but you can say that for these 100 days, it's okay. Just think like an exam paper setter, right? So that is a necessary thing. If you come to, if you learn this, it will be a ace to you. Then next important thing, take a expert guidance. Peoples, there are many peoples who are expert. Again, Pharma Tutor is also starting with the expert series. So you can take help of experts for getting things done in faster manner. Like if you are not aware that what exactly will be asked and how to learn that, there can be a expert peoples that will help you for preparing these things. And expert notes, they are also there. There are some books like your Pearson education is there, like next session is there again there from one of the author for that book. So Pearson education, Pearson's GPAT companion book is there that you can refer. Huge book is there, or many other books they are there. Or similarly, some experts, expert teachers they are there. The notes from that teachers can also help you for preparing GPAT. So here is a list of some books. I will not discuss every subject and their books, but it's there on the screen. You can refer these books, and I think these books will definitely help you for preparing your GPAT examination in shorter span. So if you see the list, there are multiple books for the multiple subjects. This list is there on the screen. That is high priority subjects. As I have said, the first 45 days you have to keep reserved for this particular slide. In first 45 days you have to finish these subjects, right? So books and their title, their subject is already enlisted there on the screen. Now what you will read, that is again there in next few slides. What exactly you have to focus in this particular book, that is also there. So that was about high priority subject. These are a few mid priority subjects, like after like what we are doing, first priority, second priority, third priority, similar thing that is there. So mid priority subject include your microbiology, biotechnology, engineering, cosmetics, jurisprudence, biochemistry, and APHE, right? List of books that is there, very simple books they are there. You can finish it in very shorter span. So we have reserved 25 days for this. So you have to finish mid priority and low priority subjects within 25 days. So again, some low priority subjects they are there, like pathophysiology, inorganic chemistry, dispensing pharmacy, hospital pharmacy, clinical pharmacy, and pharmaceutical management. Now, what is the logic that is used for making this priority? Again, priority has been decided on the base of previous examination papers, at how much questions they are asked from these subjects. So सबसे कम अभी तक क्वेश्चंस अगर पूछे गए तो फार्मास्यूटिकल मैनेजमेंट पे, ऐसा नहीं कि नहीं पूछे. Like in since last 4 years, they are asking questions on pharmaceutical management, hospital pharmacy, clinical pharmacy, as like that. But these are the subjects on which very less number of questions they are asked. You do have 125 questions, suppose. So around, you can say that mid and low priority subjects can cover around 25 to 30 questions. So again, 25 to 30 questions they are there. So it means you don't have to skip, but you can keep them on low priority. And as I said, high priority subjects. These high priority subjects, from these things, many questions they are already asked. So I took one example for you people, for your age, that how you can divide. Now there can be a major subjects and minor subjects as like that. Similarly, if you read a subject, there will be major topics and there will be minor topics. So again, basis is same, on which topic maximum questions they are asked. So I have divided them as like major and minor. You can divide it accordingly, that what are the major topics and what are the minor topics. Finish your major topics first and then finish your minor topics. It does not mean that you have to skip minor topics. So major topics include your, like for example, I have given the example of pharmaceutics, biological products, GMP, pharmaceutical plant, dosage forms, capsules, tablet, parenteral suspension, emulsions, and in next slides you can get like parenteral dosage forms, liquids, pharmaceutical aerosols, ophthalmic preparations, radiopharmaceutical preformulation, kinetics, your NDDS, cosmetics, and packaging material, right? So these are very, very important topics in connection with your core pharmaceutics. So as like that, you can divide major and minor topics. Again, the pharma tutor experts, they are definitely going to help you in like sorting the topics accordingly. किस पे ज़्यादा पूछा जाता है और किस पे कम पूछा जाता है. I always support the things you must learn complete subject. But like if you have a limited time span, you need to make strategies. So we have made the strategies, major topics and minor topics. So now इतना सारा है, इसमें से क्या पढ़ना है? So like for all subjects, I have like sorted out what you can read and what will help you a lot. So if you do in this fashion, there are greater chances that you will qualify a GPAT and you can attempt maximum questions. So like some basics, they are there: body systems, organ physiology, volumes, pH, equations, theories, physiological or physicochemical properties, various tests, chemical tests, as like that. Just focus them. Just read them first, finish them first. So every subject do have different things. So suppose for if you go in pharmaceutics, the major importance that is there for physicochemical properties, right? If you go to the physiology, then physiological fluid pH, physiological functions, they are important. Volume of, suppose take an example, that what is the volume of fluid that is there in the eye, what is the amount of fluid, volume of fluid that is there in the nose, what is the amount of fluid that is there in your rectal region, what are the pH of various regions, that is important. Or if you take the physicochemical properties like various solubility terminologies, soluble, very soluble, poorly soluble, as like that, Cars index, angle of repose. So one can identify this thing. And if you are not able to identify, let me give you the clue that can be like identify with the help of tables, figures, and flowcharts. That can give you a wonderful hint. Right? I love Rang and Dale most for reading pharmacology. So why I love Rang and Dale? That has reason, because many of things they are like represented there in the flow chart form. So one can remember that very well. Your mind remembers the thing in the help of flow, right? So always remember, ब्रेन को सबसे ज्यादा आदत किसी चीज की होगी तो वो है ग्राफिकल चीजें ध्यान में रखें. Brain remembers graphical things. If suppose today you are remembering me for this session, you will remember me by my face. My name that will come later, but my face will be the first thing that will come in your mind. So always remember when you are reading also at that time. This has happened many times with me and my students also, right? What happens when we sit at the exam, we think, I will give my example. At my time, one question was there from medicinal chemistry, and I used like your Wilson and Gisold for medicinal chemistry. So one question came, and I just thought that okay, this is coming from this page. It is there on the this side of page, and at the bottom they have written about this question. And I literally reminded it well, and I came to know, oh, this is the answer, right? So graphical things that can be remembered well. Have the habit to use one thing. So I kept using Wilson and Gisold for a complete preparation, right? So that book was consistent there for medicinal chemistry. I never changed the book. एक book लिया तो एक ही book आप use करो. It will be best thing. So graphical things, they help a lot. Even that has happened with your Rang and Dale also. Like flowchart have helped me a lot in answering questions. In case of pharmaceutics also. So that is the trick you can use. Just have these quotients, constant tables, diagram, and all other things done in first priority. So you can read classification, mode of action, like your exceptions. Always remember exceptions. The exceptions, they are always focused, right? So always try to find exceptions. I do have some slides that will tell you that how exactly you can extract, right? So overlook diagrams, flowcharts, summary tables, they are there, highlights and comments. In many books, many things they are written in bold, italic, as like that, or sometimes they are also highlighted. Or if you are reading, you can also. So try to read them first. Focus your reading in that manner. Try to remember at least 4 drugs from each category in case of your, this is the thing in case of your pharmacology, right? At least try to remember 4 things in every classification. Suppose take an example, Sutix is there, binder, try to remember 4 binders, right? Or lubricants, water soluble, water insoluble lubricants, remember their examples, right? It is well written there in Lackman. So try to focus these things. Questions, they can be there, and experts, they are there, they will definitely tell you that what exactly is need to be referred, right? You can prepare your shortcuts. Like nowadays, many people, they are using Menomics. In our age also, at our times also, we are using Menomics. I do have some example of Menomics also. So you can prepare some Menomics so that you can remember that thing well. There will be no confusion in case of that things. And most important thing, you can refer videos and animations. They can help you remembering the things very well. Suppose take an example, compression machine is there, how it works, right? So in books you cannot understand it very easily, but if you see the video of compression machine, you will come to know how exactly that is working. Or like your fluidized bed processor is there. Fluidized bed processor will also tell you that how exactly fluidized bed processor is working. So you will see the videos, you will come to know it very easily. Animations, they are also there, they will help you to explain things in simpler manner. Microbiology is there, biotechnology, in many cases, chemistry also have animations. So you can refer videos and animation for a shorter and sweeter preparation. So as I have said that you can use immunomics, like for this here your for carbohydrates, there are some set of tests they are used. So you can use word bombs, BOMBS bombs. You can remember it for carbohydrates. So B for barfold, O for osazone, M for molish, B for Benedict's, and S for selenium. So as like that, you can create some shortcuts or like mnemonics. They will help you to remember things very well, right? So these are tips and tricks which you can use for preparing GPAT in a smarter manner, right? Smartness is necessary, right? Ultimately, you need to answer how you remember. That is not, nobody is going to ask you how you have remembered. Just remember it by any means, right? Understanding and shortcuts. Few things they are there, they are difficult to remember. In that case, like these things, they are very important. Bombs, right? Similarly, for proteins is also there, triple H, MCBX. So one of the like shortcut for cardiac glycosides also, that is there, Bengal like Kolkata Knight Riders. Now, as I said that this is again from pharmacognosy, right? Like you can extract few key things. Argot is there. What are the microscopic characteristics of important microscopic characteristics? If you read the book, you will get that many details they are there in the book, right? But you will not come to know what exactly is important. So just draw out some important things. So chitin is present in paracamatous cell, or cellulose and lignin that is absent. That is the key thing of your Rolfia or Naxumica is there, Vinca. Take an example of Vinca. Epidermis is there with the unicellular covering trichome. So this is a very important time that Vinca contains epidermis that is there with the unicellular covering trichomes. So just extract important point. So the notes or the like presentations or the expert sessions, those they include this thing. You will finish the subjects in a very shorter span. So these are the like important tricks there for every subject. Like we do have time crunch, so I just gave few example that will help you to prepare subject in shorter span, right? So in case of pharmacognosy, you can extract it. In case of pharmacognosy, microscopy is very important, right? So learn it well as like in as like this pattern. So next question that rises is how to read smartly. So I gave you the example that you can read tables, graphs, and all these things. But while reading, always remember huge things they are there, and you need to read it in short span. So while reading, do one thing: always ask questions to that particular topic. Why I need to learn this topic? What are the concepts? How that concepts they are useful? You can ask any questions, right? So keep asking questions to the topic so that you will remember it well. Your brain remembers things well if you ask the questions to that particular thing, right? So before preparing topic or while preparing topic, ask questions to that topic. Have the reading habit like reading newspaper. आप जैसे न्यूज़पेपर रीड करते हो ना, वो लाइक आप बोल देते यार हो गया मेरा पढ़ के न्यूज़पेपर, बिकॉज यू नो दैट व्हाट एग्जैक्टली माइट हैव बीन रिटन देयर इन द पेपर, राइट? सो आप जनरली जो इंपॉर्टेंट इंपॉर्टेंट चीजें वो फोकस करते हो, एंड like you skip the words like the and or when as like that, right? So just try to grab the important. जैसे एक पेज देखोगे आप तो उसमें से इंपॉर्टेंट वर्ड निकल के आपके दिमाग में जाने चाहिए. तो डेवलप दिस पैटर्न, राइट? ट्राई टू एक्सट्रैक्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग्स, आपको समझना चाहिए. सो इसके लिए भी आप एक पैटर्न डेवलप कर सकते हो. हैव कलर हाइलाइटर्स, highlight the important things with the green, highlight very important things with the red, and highlight like your key things with the yellow highlighter, right? Yellow, green, and red. So when you will come back to that particular book, you will come to know that red is most important, then green, and then yellow, right? So this is the thing how you can read smartly. While reading, Just go and keep reading fastly, just highlight the things, important things, then revise, right? So develop this pattern, how to read smartly. That is again a trick. You know yourself very well. Some people they are good reader and some people they are good listeners. This is also there. So I suggest group learning also. So if you are form a company of two peoples, one is a good listener and one is a good speaker. So good speaker will remember the things well when he will speak, and good listener will learn the things when he will listen it carefully. So you can have this combo and you can finish your things in shorter span. This is again a trick. I'm going to talk about that. So that is how to read smartly. Then comes how to study, how to make your notes. As I told, that it's not a right time to draw the notes, but just refer the books. Those they have like summarize things, and if this summarize things there, you just use some highlighters to highlight important things so that you can revise them in a shorter span. You need not require to find what exactly is important, right? So it's not a high time to prepare notes. If ready-made notes they are there, that is used, that can be used. If like expert notes they are there, that can be also used. I was talking about group study. Just collaborate yourself with your friends and like do maximum in shorter span. Divide the topics, learn them, and discuss them. It will save a lot of time. So it's the high time to form a collaboration and do a group study. So I will suggest a group study for this 100-day span. You just like have discussion with your student, your friend, that okay we will do GPAT study combinedly. You read these topics, I read this, I will read this topic, and combinedly we will discuss it for our understanding. So it will literally make your efforts half. 50% efforts will be reduced. Don't make a big group. Try to keep it short, like 1 to 1, not more than 3 people. They must be there in the group, because it has been seen. It's my own experience that if your group is bigger, there are the great chances it will form a mess. It will do a mess. So don't mess yourself. Just keep it limited to 2 peoples or maximum 3 peoples. That will help you to prepare GPAT in shorter span. So revision is very important. I always say that revision, revision, revision. So there must be a defined pattern. Revision must be a habit, right? So just define your like pattern of learning and just stick to that. Like what I suggest to student always is, just have highlighters with you yourself. Just sit for 2-3 minutes, ask few questions to that topic. After asking that questions, just keep searching answers of that topics. Highlight the things though you find important by the manner of color of that highlighters. And at the end, what you will do, you will shut the book, and you will close the book, and you will just like revise it in the pattern manner. Okay, I've gone to this thing first, then this, then this, then this, right? If you skip anything, go back, read it. That's it. So that is the immediate learning, right? Immediate revision, you can see, learning and revision, right? So after this thing, after doing this thing, what you can do is, if you do have anything to link it, try to link it. So like in case of jurisprudence, we always used to link the schedules, right? Schedule S is there, that is especially there for cosmetics. So like one of our friend was there who was using cosmetics a lot. So we link that particular schedule to S for Sujata and S for cosmetics, right? As like that. So you can link it with the objects, you can remember it well, right? Still I am remembering it, schedule S, right? So it's up to you that how you link up, right? Because remembering it is important and making use it is also important. So link up it with the objects, then revise. Revision, revise, 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 it's a motto. I always say revise, 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 right? So just after doing a finishing a topic, revision, that's it. After, if you're going to sleep, before sleep, revise it. Early in the morning, revise it. Revise it on the go also. Means what, right? Before sleeping, just like 5 or 10 minutes, they are enough. You will just have a look that what I have gone through today. Okay, okay, okay. Few important things you will come to know. यार ये मेरे को ध्यान में नहीं रहा था और अभी है के ध्यान में है, right? So if it is not there in your mind, go and read it. That's it. सुबह भी वैसे ही करना है. Like you do many things in the morning, like नहाने जाना है, आप नाश्ता करना है, many things. You can just do it like at that time also. I say it as on the go. Like if you are taking a bus, if you are riding, or if you are doing anything else. Even while watching TV, you came across ads. In that ads also you can revise, right? That is learning on the go or revise on the go. Just keep revising. Whenever you will get the time, revision is the key. Revise, revise, and revise. If you revise, it will be there in your mind for permanent time, right? So revision is the key to success. I always recommend that on weekly basis also you must revise whatever you have done in a week. Revise it at the weekend, like your Sunday, right? So revision is not just a deal. Another thing that is very important, and that is there in next slides. Practice. Revision is not just a thing. You need to practice. As you are saying that you are going to a battle you are going to do a battle of GPAT. So in that mission, you need one thing, and that is nothing but practice. You have to solve MCQs. So there is one well said quote, and that is, practice does not make perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect, right? It is earlier it was said that practice makes man perfect, right? It is being modified like practice does not make perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect. So you need to define a pattern of practicing also, that are there on the next slides. So practice involve your self evaluation. Just evaluate, just challenge yourself always. And that can, I have said that in last 30 days you try to challenge yourself, so that maximum things they will finish in proper manner, and at the end you will appear to the GPAT examination with the maximum things you are solving, right? So your near goal must be always MCQ solving. Ultimate goal is like your maximum correct attempts. Just MCQs नहीं solve करना है हमें, हमारा correct attempt भी बढ़ाना है. मैंने बोला like that stage, जब आप MCQ solve करोगे, keep the maximum target कि 50 correct solve करने हैं, उसके बाद 60-70 ऐसा टारगेट आप रख सकते हैं. मैक्सिमम करंट अटेम्प्ट इज नेसेसरी, राइट? सो प्रैक्टिस इज वेरी नेसेसरी. आई थिंक if you solve 10,000 MCQs there in coming 100 days, that means like 100 MCQs a day, that will definitely lead you for successful criteria. One thing that is very important, you must identify your weaknesses. Why you are getting wrong answers? Finding that is very necessary. Just not finding a solution on that is important, right? So like that was about your practicing the things. What actually you will do in the exam, right? What must be the strategy that you will utilize for the exam? That includes, yes, first target, first 50 correct questions, you must get at least 170 marks, right? Based on like previous data. It may vary, it may go down or it may go up also, but the target is best. 50 correct questions out of 120 correct questions for qualifying GPAT is must. If you want to be there in first 100 rankings, your score must be ranging from 250 to 300 marks. That means if you are solving 70 to 80 correct questions, you will be there in the first 100, right? So again, negative marking is there. I'm not talking about negative marking. You will definitely consider the negative marking, right? 70, it is not like that individual will get all the questions correct, right? There will be definitely wrong answers also. So they will again have a penalty of -1 mark. So just consider that also, right? So let me tell you that at least 30 MCQs they are there, and they are very basics. They are asked on constants, categories, class, application, equation, synthesis, analysis, test, as like that. So if you are preparing these things, whatever I was told, and what you need to prepare exactly, if you prepare that, you will be definitely able to solve 30 MCQs. So always remember, ऐसे सीधे सीधे सवाल कभी भी GPAT में आपको नहीं मिलेंगे. That what is angle of repose और उसका form, they will derive that question, right? So that derived sort of questions they will be there, but they will be simple. So you can solve at least 30 questions. As I have said, exam is for all, so they need to consider all the population, that all must solve that question. Their mindset is not like that we need to draw the toughest paper, right? So they are making the examination in such a manner that simple questions they will be there, right? So around 30 to 40 questions they are there, they are simple questions, right? Or around 30 to 50 questions they are there, there are some like medium difficulty questions, and remaining questions they are difficult questions. They are, you can say, the questions that creates the difference in the rankings, right? So always remember 30 questions for very basic things. Prepare them well, you will definitely able to answer that questions. Then 20 questions they are there, they can be solved logically, right? This is just the survey I have done since for the last 30 years question papers. You can also do that, and you will come to know that yes, this probability is correct. So 50 questions you can easily solve and you can qualify the examination, right? So there are around 60 questions there on your major subjects, as I have suggested: pharmacology, chemistry, and analysis. Around 30 questions they are on pharmaceutics and pharmacognosy. So we'll see these 60 questions are the questions that will help you to qualify the GPAT, and 30 questions they are score building MCQs. So pharmaceutics and cognosy, these are the subject they ask the questions very straightforward, right? If you know them, you can answer it. If you don't know them, you cannot answer. In case of ecology, chemistry, and analysis, sometimes you can use logic and you can solve the questions. So if you have to attempt maximum questions, try to attempt them from pharmacology, chemistry, and analysis. If you want to build up your score, try to attempt them from your pharmaceutics and pharmacognosy, considering you know it correctly. So one another thing you must do in examination, and that is you must have one predefined pattern. What people do, they go on solving questions and they come back and they change the answer. Don't do that. Answer it once only. आपको लगा ये answer है, that's it, that is the answer. Don't come back to that question. You can develop your own pattern. But what I suggest to my students always is you just prepare in such a manner that will help you to get maximum score. Don't just do it haphazardly. Define your pattern from today itself. Start defining your pattern. So predefined attempt pattern that must be there, utilized in your GPAT examination. And one major thing, आपको ज्यादा सोचने की जरूरत नहीं है. Don't think so much क्या होगा, कैसे होगा, अब मैं qualify होऊंगा नहीं होऊंगा. Don't think about that. Just live there in present, right? Do it in good manner and do it happily. That's the key. You can easily qualify GPAT. It's not a big deal. So for exam days, these are few things that be happy while attempting. Take every question positively. Time planning is necessary. Try to allot at least 1 minute to every MCQs. Try to solve questions in question answer pattern. Read the question, close your eyes, try to find the answer, and if that answer is there in the options, that is the best way, right? Just read the question, rewind, it is there in your mind that what might be the answer. Find that answer in your options. If it is there in the options, that is the best way to solve. So I have this strategy. I always suggest this strategy to my students, and that is very helpful, right? So strategy is must, how you are solving, right? So question and answer pattern is very wonderful strategy. Try to read questions carefully. उसमें especially except, none, all, absent, that is very important. That creates problem. हमें answer मालूम होता है लेकिन जल्दबाजी में हम गलत हो जाते हैं, right? Try to go through all 125 questions. ऐसे नहीं है कि देख लिया और छोड़ दिया. Sometimes what happens, I have seen this many times. Many students they tell us कि सर मैं ये क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करने के लिए तब मुझे पता चला यार ये क्वेश्चन का आंसर ये हो सकता है. So you may get clues there in exam itself. So try to read all 125 questions. भले आप उसको सॉल्व करें ना करें, लेकिन it is mandatory to read all 125 questions, right? While doing this, keep track of correct questions. आपके दिमाग में ये जरूरी होना चाहिए कि मेरे कितने करेक्ट आंसर्स हो गए. आप जब सॉल्व करते तो आपको लगता है मैं सब करेक्टली सॉल्व कर रहा हूँ, लेकिन देयर आर आल्सो कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल्स. सो जो आपके हाई कॉन्फिडेंस वाले क्वेश्चंस है उनको काउंट करो, बाकी कौन से भी क्वेश्चंस हो गए उसको काउंट मत करो. सो 50 करेक्ट क्वेश्चन मस्ट बी योर टारगेट. हाई कॉन्फिडेंस. सो ये टैली आपको हमेशा रखनी है. कीप लास्ट हाफ आवर रिजर्व फॉर इंप्रूविंग योर स्कोर. सो ये पूरा टैली होने के बाद आपको क्या करना है, लास्ट वाले आधे घंटे में आपको रिस्क लेना है नहीं लेना है, क्या करना है ये डिसाइड करना है. So if you feel that yes, I can take some risk and this will help me to increase my scores, you can definitely do that, right? So whenever we will get the time for exam strategies, we will discuss all these things in detail. It's again a like session of 1 or 2 hours, but I have just tried to summarize what exactly you can use for your exam day. So that's it for now. Hope it is helpful for you. Not included many examples there because of short span, but definitely I do have a lot of tips and tricks for every subject. And again, many of experts, they are also there from Pharma Tutor family. They are definitely going to tell you about the shortened thing. We called it as GPAT shortened, right? So that series again is there, and that will definitely help you for preparing your GPAT in wonderful manner. So thank you for listening me carefully. Let me know if you need any help for preparing your GPAT. Hope this presentation have helped you. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for providing complete to and fro information for GPAT. If anyone is following this, they do not require any classes or anything. They can pass themselves also. Okay, so definitely you can do it. Okay, by yourself also you can study for GPAT, and that's true. Okay, whether we are providing GPAT crash course, still we are saying that okay that you can pass it by yourself also. So how actually we Pharma Tutor can help you to crash GPAT crash course, and how you can target GPAT 2021. Actually, Sir's voice was not clear. Otherwise, it was very informative session. But we will try to connect with Sir very soon after once everything will be cleared. Okay. So uh, there actually we have actually started a online tutorial. Okay, for GPAT, which is we call that a crash course, which actually starting from 13th October to 3rd January 2021, which contain total 100 online lectures. So these all the online lectures are covered full syllabus of GPAT, and all the classes will be on the weekend time, Friday, Saturday, Sunday evening. Okay, so every week 10 classes will be there, which completely cover your GPAT syllabus. Apart from that, we also have test series, online test series is there, in which you can study your competition level, that what exactly you have studied and how you can practice it through our tests. Almost 33 tests are there, out of which 28 are subject wise tests and 5 tests are full syllabus test. And apart from that, we also have study material, which is point wise, which is complete syllabus of GPAT is covered in that. Full syllabus of study material is there. From that, the same recorded lectures will also be available, whichever lectures are passing. So the same lectures will also be available with that. And also you will have a 24 support, 27 support by Pharma Tutor team. Okay, and we also have kept discount for this session. Whoever are working right now appearing for this session, they can have our course. Okay, the link is there in description. You can definitely go and check out. Okay, definitely you can prepare for GPAT by yourself also. But if you want a proper guidance, definitely we will be there for you guys. Okay. So this is our app, which is available right now for download, but it is in a development stage. Very soon, all the details will be available for you, whomever are subscribing with us. And this is our contact details. You can find. You can contact us for any queries GPAT related, career guidance. We are always there for the student. We are always there for job information providence, scholarship, projects, whatever information you require. You can definitely contact to us. Okay. So with that, we are concluding our session. Definitely, Ashok sir have some problem from the internet. That's why we are not able to hear you properly. But definitely, we will connect with him very soon. Okay. So with this, I am concluding our session. I want to thank Gujarat State Pharmacy Council, Montu Patel sir, Sachin Tusare sir, Ashok Akbari sir, yeah, for giving us time and making this session successful. And definitely they gave proper guidance for GPAT, how you can crack the GPAT. Okay, thank you. Please share this link, like, share, and subscribe with us. Thank you very much. Thank you.